Okay, let's assume that I have interpreted this function correctly. I think so. F of x equals, if I distribute the x squared minus 5 times x to the 3 halves. Notice that the domain of this function is a set of all numbers x such that x is greater than or equal to 0. Because we can't take the square root of a negative number. Okay, so that'll come into play later. F prime equals 2x minus 15 halves. Reduce that exponent by 1. F double prime equals 2 power rule minus 15 fourths x to the minus 1 half, which can be written as 2 minus 15 over 4 square root of x, if you want to think of it that way. We want to know, when does the second derivative equal 0? Multiply through by 4 square root of x to clear the equation of fractions. We get the square root of x is 15/8, so x equals 15/8 that fraction squared, which it turns out is approximately 3.52. That is where the second derivative equals 0. So we want to find out if the sign of the second derivative changes sign on either side of that value. And it turns out if you pick a number like 1, which is between 0 and 3.52, f double prime of 1, see easily is negative, which means concave downward. Think of a frown, negative. And to the right of 3.52, like 4, you get a positive number, so concave up. So indeed, this x-coordinate, this number is the x-coordinate of a point of inflection. 15/8 the quantity squared. So in interval notation, it's concave downward from, that's supposed to be a left bracket, 0 to this 15/8 the quantity squared. And it's concave upward from 15/8 squared to infinity. Whoops, this is supposed to be an open paren. Okay, and here's a picture of what's happening. This is from Desmos. This is, the red graph is f of x right here. That black graph is f double prime of x. And you can see that indeed f double prime of x is 0 at about 3.516. And that is the x-coordinate of the point of inflection. So from 0 to that point right there, this curve is concave downward, which means its tangent lines are above the curve. And then at that point of inflection, from then on, it's concave upward, which means the tangent lines are below the curve. Okay, there you go. Hope that helped. If you have any questions, post a comment.